Howdy folks, Rebecca Jolly here from Jolly Alchemy with another neutrino forecast for us today. It will be for Monday, the 10th of August, 2025. Let's dig in. This is the last day of our second version of the Cross of Masks. So these are our people who are very interested in practical leadership. In this case, it's line 6, so it's more administrative leadership, where leadership has gone from being something that we're peeking out the window and looking at others and saying, I want to tell you how it's done, into just naturally doing it, not even thinking about it. In fact, the 6th line is really done looking at the whole subject and is looking over the fence into the next hexagram, which we'll get to. But all good things in all good time. So, people that exemplify the Cross of Masks. I did some yesterday, and it's a pretty big list, so more today. Joe Rogan, Jose Silva, that's the guy who was teaching people how to be psychic and, starting to influence people into altering the shape of our physical reality for ourselves. Steve Wozniak and Antonio Banderas. So you can see how all these people are people that we look up to in some ways, but they're definitely influential in leadership kinds of roles, and no matter what it is that they're doing for their lives. So, still 7 and 13. Now we're in line 6. So again, 7 is this gate of leadership here. This is the chief of staff, or the power behind the throne. This is our role gate for leadership looking forward. And 13 is on this channel of the witness, looking backward and seeing what we can learn from the past as well. 7-6 is administration, like I said, through responsible apportioning of power. So they're no longer interested in holding the power like the general in the 5th line is. They're willing to let other people have it because all they need to do is sit on the top and watch, which is what they love to do, those 6th line beings. In this case, the 6th line has lightning on it, so the energy tends to go to one end of the spectrum today, and that end is the ability to share power adequately and transfer responsibilities to others for the greater good. So there it is, the highest expression of that form of leadership there. And to go with it, 13, line 6 is optimism. Optimistic hope for commonalities. And that leads me to today's song, which is Don't Stop by Fleetwood Mac, an oldie but goodie. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow, looking for commonalities, making connections. And this is the best I could do for on the spot making connections on the tie. You might not be able to see it, but it's got this sort of what is it? Sort of a reflective 3D quality. When you look at it in different ways, it's shifting and changing, but it's spreading out. So this is what we're calling it. Our moon starts off in 55 today. So 55-1, cooperation with powerful forces. Now 55 is the gate of not moods, but definitely spirit. It's very glass half empty, glass half full kind of a thing. And the purpose of the cooperation is to find spirit, right? And it's going to be making a connection today. So we will be moving from this connection having been made yesterday between the emotional center and the root through this channel of motivation. Now it's going to move to the next channel, the one in the middle, and be activating because of the 39 that we have in multiple places. And now the moon passing through 55. This is the channel of inspiration. So provoking to find the spirit. And so that means for, again, a portion of the day, we will have the entire world emotionally defined and both looking for inspiration and provoking each other to find inspiration or to find the quality of what happens when that poking gets done. Again, that poking is an uncomfortable energy, but it's done with a good purpose. Motivating, inspiring, fixing things, making things better. So that energy is definitely going to be there today. However, when the moon is done with 55, it will move into gate 37. Gate 37 is, let's see, right here, out of the emotional center, heading towards the ego or willpower center in this channel of providing cooperation, community, and the 37 is the loyalty part, the friendship part. So we'll be feeling very friendly and loyal throughout the day. And then when it's done with 37, it will move into 63. And that is the gate of skepticism up here. So when an idea first comes into our mind, our first reaction to it is to be skeptical about it. I had an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work. Let me see if I can do some sort of a test or whatever. And that's what we have coming next in our transits, is the energy of youthful folly. We'll get there. But for now, let's see, that's the moon. Mercury is still on 31.3, which was selectivity. And Venus moves to 39.4, which we were feeling for a while in the global energies. Now it's entered the personal sphere, our people energies. Temperance, careful assessment before provoking. So before you kick that pile of shit, you might want to look at it and make sure there's not a rock in it, yeah? Because sometimes when we kick other people, they bite back, yeah? And that's part of what makes that provocation gate so uncomfortable for folks. Mars energy is moving into 46.5 from 46.4 yesterday. 46.5 is keeping pace in lockstep with success. And an essential part of that success is the luck of timing. So being in the right place at the right time, that serendipity factor of being able to land just right in order to be able to have success. Of course, everything in human design carries with it its internal opposite. It's or not. So it's being in the right place at the right time, or it's being exactly in the wrong place at the wrong time, depending on whether you're on or off in your energies. And it's interesting. You can actually use a pendulum to help you find whether or not that's working for you in your energies. And since we're talking about pendulums, I've been having this on the side to wait because someone asked me recently about pendulums that do not have magnets in them. This is a rather large pendulum that I made for a dowser, and instead of having a magnet inside of it, it has a rock to help give it a nice solid weight to help those dowsers find the things that they want to find and move through the energies of the planet or anyone really. Like I said, I have this here. I use it myself because it's got a nice hefty girth. It's got a nice weight to it. So you feel like something really important is happening, whereas some of the other pendulums that I have, they're much more lightweight, they're much more delicate, and some people like that. But the woman who taught me how to do dowsing originally, all of her pendulums were these like heavy Egyptian brass things. They were just like bonk, like half a pound. No, okay, maybe not that much, but like 4 ounces, a lot of weight. And this is made with that inspiration in mind. So our global energies are staying stable today. We have our song, we have our people, we have our tie, we have our connections. So look for feeling emotional today. If you're an emotional person, you're not going to notice that. But if you're emotionally open, you might find that you feel some emotions roiling inside of you and that they're making you want to get something done. And in that case, that's all right. This is your time. go ahead and get something done. But it's definitely an opportunity for those of us who don't have these activations normally, and you can tell I'm one of them, to explore those feelings and to gain some wisdom in this area where we don't usually have definition. So have fun with that, and I will see you again tomorrow where we start to explore the realm of youthful folly. So we'll be leaving behind the leadership themes and looking into logical, testing, explaining kinds of subjects. This will be our third version of the cross of explanation that we talk about, so that's lovely. Looking forward. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.